This is my favorite time of the day. It's 4 a.m. You still see the moon, nice and bright. You see if I can. Yeah. Smooth right there. Ra's about to peek out. But we're still about 48 minutes from sunrise. So yeah, I love this time. This is my meditation, really and truly. I get up early all the time. I like to get up early and take my walks. My walks through the green, through the forest, through the nature, you know. This is the regular. But thanks for joining me. You know. Yo, a few things. Watching me and Em was watching the show on Netflix. It's called Sex Life. You know, it's a dope show, really dope show. Basically trying to, let me sum it up for you. You know, you got this mother of like 2 children. She's living the type of life that society says you should be living. You know, she has the picture perfect husband, the 2 children, the great house. You know what I mean? Everything is like picture perfect, but it's picture perfect, but it's lacking so much. Like her yellow's on as yellow, her blue's on as blue. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this is the type of life that she's living now, but the type of life that she was living before she got married was wild, adventurous, spontaneous, you know, freeing, you know, all these type of things that is really her core makeup, you know what I mean? Now she's married, living in the suburbs, with none of these aspects anymore. And she just keeps on basically, you know, reliving her past, you know, getting lost in her different memories of her wild nights out in town, you know, her hookups with different guys and different adventures that she used to get into, and, you know, all these things, you know. So it's always the question, like, poised on, can you have both? Can you have it all? Can you have it all, you know? Y'all should definitely check that out. It's called Life Sex. I think Life/Sex on Netflix. But we always think that we're faced with these choices, right? You know, you can't have both. You can't have both, you know. And we hear things like, okay, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And same thing applies, you know, from the male perspective. But really, like, really, if you decide to spend your life or invest your life with a person, this person is your companion or whatever, why shouldn't your companion be all these things? Why can't you do all these things with your companion? Why can't your companion be the person that you're safe with, that loves you, that is there, that supports you, but still that's the same person that you go on new endeavors with, adventures, you know, you just love, you have that breathtaking sex that you always want. They're not scared to try new things, and you laugh, and you should have all that. It shouldn't be one person for this and another person for this. Like, I don't feel that, you know. But it's like, at the end of the day, I say that majority of people I come across, they just end up settling, right? They're settling because the things that they're still seeking, that represents their former self, right? That former self, or, you know, their young self. Yeah, it's not the grown-up thing to do. You know, grown up. You gotta grow up, right? Grow up. And when you grow up, everything is safe. Everything is boring. You know, really, I look at these people's relationships just like we people watch, right? And I'm just thinking, I have no idea about these people's relationships. But I'm like, their shit looks boring as fuck. Or just some things that I get told behind the scenes. You know what I mean? It's normally like couples, male or female, you know, feeling obligated to stay in this relationship. Oh, this person is so good to me. This person loves me so much. So how can I leave that person? How can I shake up this? How can I shake up my happy home? How can I put my desires first and my wants first? Because I have children and I have a husband, and it's going to destroy their world if mommy thinks of mommy first and daddy thinks of that. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? So what? I'm supposed to live to be miserable. I'm supposed to be miserable just because I had children with you, and just because you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Okay, what? No. I think about my mother, then I'm like, my mother was in a fucked up situation. You know what I mean? My pops is a crazy motherfucker. You know what I mean? Abusive psycho. You know? Should my mom have stayed in that situation for her children? So her children could grow up in a household with two parents? So my mother needs to deny herself, right? You know what I mean? Her self-worth, her self-value, you know? And she needs to just stay here in this fucked up toxic relationship till death do us part, right? These vows and all this shit, like, really? Like, no, if I would have saw that growing up, my mother just being a punching bag and staying there the whole way through, I wonder what type of person would that have made me? What would I really have thought about my mother? What would I really have think about women? Or how would I treat women? All that would have changed the person that I am. I give thanks that, you know, my mother, she was strong enough. She was strong enough to endure, you know what I mean? And bringing it this far, but also even stronger to fucking leave. Leave and go create her own world in a world that she knew nothing about. You know what I mean? That's powerful. That's powerful. So no, when I think about these type of things, I don't think of the children, my partner, my spouse, no, it's me. It's me. I have to be happy. It's not no, I stay suffering and miserable so my children could be happy. No, I need to be happy. If I'm not fucking happy, the household is not gonna be fucking happy. That's just it. You know what I mean? And it's my duty to stand on particular principles, you know, to teach my children. I don't want my children remaining in any relationship, you know what I mean, that they aren't being treated right, you know, that they're unhappy, period. Like, what father is gonna tell their daughter, yeah, stay with that guy. We know you don't really love him, but hey, you need the security. You know, he's got a good job. So, you know, just, you know, do what you need to do. Fuck him. Just shut the fuck up. No. No. You know, I think we don't really start delving into self until we start questioning, you know, questioning our principles, questioning what it is that we believe, you know, and why do we believe what we believe? You know what I mean? Like all these things. Some people, they're standing on, the ground that they're standing on is so shaky, they don't want to question anything at all. You know, just the idea of them questioning the life that they live and stuff like that makes them feel that they're ungrateful. They're ungrateful. Ooh. You know where that comes from? That's more that religious indoctrination just seeping through the stenches of religion and everything that we do in this world, right? You know, make you feel ungrateful. You're ungrateful for what you have. So you need to endure this and endure that. Like, oh man, I don't got time for that shit no more. You know. But yeah, check that show out. You know. And what do you feel like? I know it is possible out there, you know, that there are certain ones of us that, you know, met our true love, met our soulmate, you know, and you're together with them for 40, 50 years, you know, and that's what it is, inseparable, you know. I think that's beautiful. That's beautiful, you know, and really give thanks if that is you, you know. But if it's not, then what are you doing? What are you doing? It doesn't matter if you're not in the relationship that you want to be in. It doesn't matter what you do, what you bring in, where you go, what vacation you guys go on, you know what I mean, what he buys you. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean. You'll never feel fulfilled because you're with the wrong person. And you don't want to be true to yourself. You don't even want to listen to your inner voice, right? So, of course, you're always going to be seeking out other ways to feel fulfilled until you change what you need to change. And that's the person that you're with ultimately. But if you can't be real to yourself, of course you're not going to be real with them. You know. But at the same time, I came across this is like there was a post online, and it was about a life of meaning. To live a life full of meaning. You know, I'm getting tired of walking. I'm about to set up. A life full of meaning, and I'm like, Humans, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, right? A lot of unnecessary pressure on ourselves, and we wonder why we're stressed out. Well, obviously we're gonna be that way, having to jump through all these hoops and shit. You know what I mean? This obstacle course called life. You know, everything that you're going through it because of the choices you made. That's it. The choices you've made. And you could go through something different by making different choices. You know, that power is within you. And we tend to forget that we have that power. Right? Give me a second. Yeah, we tend to forget that we have that power. That same power that got us into shit is the same power that could get us out. But for some reason, you grow, you become complacent, comfortable, all those things. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. She could give you pictures of sun, but the sun is coming up. You see how much brighter it's getting right now. Like, you see that? Can you see some of this? Some atmosphere. Yeah. So living a life of meaning, a life full of meaning, right? Full. We got to put full in there. You can't just live a life of meaning. It has to be a full meaning, because this is the yogic expression, right? But let's think about that. All right, so it was like a whole pie chart, and it was going through 1 through 8. So I did write them down. I'm gonna go through them, see what you think about it. All right, so 1, a life of meaning. Experience new things. Experience new things. Do I agree with it? Yeah, why not? You know, it's part of learning. It's part of the growth. We should experience new things, you know. Could help shift us out of our paradigm, you know, whatever way of life or mindset that we're locked into, and our perspective on this reality. When we experience new things, experience new people, you know, if we only stay in our circle, right, in our comfort bubble, we're never going to experience new things. You know, we're only going to relate and keep people around us that agree with what we're already into or think like us. And that is, what is it? That's limiting, you know what I mean? I don't feel like you should constantly be experiencing new things, but yeah, every now and again, go ahead and experience new things. You see, well, I think we obsess about everything and anything we do. We get stressed out by it. So we turn it into like an overwhelming task or something like that. Even when we say experiencing new things, we think like, okay, I have to constantly be experiencing new things. What new thing am I experiencing today? What new thing am I experiencing? No, this doesn't have to be like that. I thought I could sit down, but the mosquitoes are killing out here. So I'm gonna walk. They saw me sitting down and they're like, yo, we're gonna attack this brother. We got fresh meat. But nope, not me. I'm on the movements, thank you very much. So I'm in agreement of that, right? Huh. Yeah, much better. 2, taking it all in. Taking it all in. The fuck does that mean? I don't even know. Taking it all in, like I don't know. You see, some of this like bubbly conscious shit. I don't even fucking know what that is. Like, I don't even know what these things are. It's like, this is gonna be a talk for the conscious poncho. I'm gonna save that. That shit is coming up. The conscious poncho is coming up. But I don't even know what taking it all in, so I'm gonna just give that a miss. And no, I don't want to take it all in, especially if I don't know what the hell I'm taking in. So 3, make a difference. Make a difference. Ooh, make a difference. Make a difference. Do I care about that? No, really. Do I care about making a difference? Does making a difference, should that go in my human task? My human task or my human objective of living a life full of meaning, to make a difference. We be giving ourselves so much extra shit to do, you know what I mean? Like living this fucking life isn't enough as it is. You know what I mean? But now that I'm super conscious, hey, this is all part of my living a life of meaning. And in my living a life full of meaning, I forgot to say full, my living a life full of meaning, I forgot to make a difference. Nah, I don't care. I don't care for it. You know what I mean? You know, if in my works and what I do, you know what I mean, some type of difference is made, yeah, cool. If not, hey, whatever. It is what it is. You know, I've gave up the need to make, I gave up the need of feeling like I need to make a difference. I gave it up. You know, it was stressful. You know what I mean? I just live. You come in contact with me and there's something different that you were able to pick up and adjust and shift because you met me or whatever. Hey, yeah, cool, but yeah, I'm not actively focused on making a difference. Yeah, nah. With my children, yeah, okay, so I can apply that for my children. With my children, I make a difference because, you know what I mean, I'm their father. So we're growing, we're learning, you know what I mean? But not just to go out there and make a difference. Like, maybe it's an energetic thing as well. Maybe some people, maybe that's in line with your particular archetype. You know what I mean? So you need to just go out there and do. But no. 4, wanting to evolve. Wanting to evolve. Now you probably see me say stuff about evolving and evolution and all that a lot, you know. But the need of wanting to evolve, is that living a life full of meaning? Do you need to want to evolve in order for you to be living a life full of meaning? I don't think everybody is, I don't think everybody cares about that. I don't think that's just something that the human spirit is designed to, like, oh, the human spirit is designed to seek evolution. That's what the cells are constantly trying to do, evolve. Like, no, maybe expand, but I don't know about evolve. Isn't this, so I know this whole thing of evolution or wanting to evolve, that right there could be a major stressor in one's life. You know what I mean? Because we're always constantly searching, constantly seeking, constantly moving. We're never content where we are, right? It's like you get to your destination and it's like, okay, all right, I'm here now. Cool. What's the next destination? All right. Let me move again. Okay. And now I'm here. Now what's the next one? We're always constantly doing stuff like that, you know? You get 1 degree. Oh, go ahead and get the next degree. Let me get this other degree. You know, you got people out here that are just going around doing certification after certification, like just chasing degrees. Like they don't even have any idea what they're doing with it. They're not even utilizing the information that they learn in there, but they're chasing these pieces of paper because it gives them supposed status in this fake ass matrix that we live in. You know what I mean? So evolution. No, I'm not chasing evolution, or I'm not chasing my own evolution. I'm not constantly on my own evolution. But you know, I am focused on ridding myself of stressors that I'm in control of. I am focused on reprogramming toxic behavior patterns or toxic mindsets. I am focused on that. So that is my own evolution. You know what I mean? I'm not out here searching or trying to reach another status, a new status in the society that I live in, or seeking another title or another thing. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, and this whole wanting to evolve, you know what I mean? It's like we live in a time now where, you know, guess what? Everybody is an influencer. You know, everybody is a guru. Everybody is a health practitioner. Everybody is a counselor. Everybody is you know what I mean? It's like everybody. That's overwhelming. That's just now. Like, imagine in 5 years from now. I swear, like this COVID shit it's birthed so many more influencers and YouTube gurus and all this shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have no idea. But it's like, once again, it's the system that we're in. The constant need for evolution is programmed in us. You know what I mean? From just our approach on life, you know what I mean? The constant stages, the leveling up of stages. Even from school, you know, you go kindergarten, first, second, third, you know what I mean? It's next. Okay, you're in your job, you're probationary, okay, now you're second year, okay, you're a vet, whatever, you know, apprenticeship, you know, mentorship, okay, now you're this, and you know, it's always, what's the next, you know? I gotta level up, I always gotta level up, you know? Look, oh, what phone do you have? Oh, yeah, oh, that's iPhone, whatever. That's from 2010. Now you need the 2011 model. Now you need the 2012. Now you need the 2013 because, yeah, we told you that, you know, the 2011 model was the best. But now that 2012 is here, it's worthless. 2012 is better. Like, you know, so everything that we deal with, we're constantly just, I guess, indoctrinated and forced to accept this newness, right? This newness, you need to level up. Here's this newness. This is the new level for you. Good. Thanks. So it keeps you on the move. Okay, yeah, I gotta get here now. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm here. But no, I can't stay here. I can't be comfortable. Cause I gotta get to the next. Here's the next stage. Okay, I'm here now. Oh yeah, good. But now, what's next? Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da. Now I gotta run down that way and go to the next one. Like, and this is the life that we live. Chasing successes, chasing promotions, you know, chasing up-to-date phones and chasing fucking new shoes and these Balenciagas or whatever the fuck it just came out. And what does that do to you when you keep chasing these things as well? You know, all these things that we talk about is money. You know what I mean? It's all money. So that means, guess what? You have to continually work in this system even more and become more of a slave. You know what I mean? Because you want all these things. You want all these things, right? All these desires and all these titles. You know what I mean? All these exalted names, you know, and stages. So you go deeper into what? Into the rat race. Till you get to a point where you're so far in it. You got a house, whatever, million pound house with your whatever it is mortgage, and you got 2 car notes and this and that and credit card bills. You know you're still paying for the vacation that you all had 2 years ago, and you put on the card, and but hey, you're living the life. You're living the life, right? Nah, I've been there. That's not the life I wanted to live. That's the life that I was programmed that I should live. No. And not just programmed by society, also, our partners do this as well to us, people around us as well. You might not even be in that type of space, but the person that you're in love with is. So this is what love makes you do. So now the whole constant evolution, I don't know. I don't even know what my paper is. Okay. See, that was wanting to evolve. We're still talking about living a life full of meaning, because, it's full. It has to be full. Has to be. 5, giving back. I think this is a good space. I don't think mosquitoes are going to try to attack me here. Let's see if I can post up. Yeah, that's cool. I can deal with that. Giving back. I'm sure that's more religious shit. I'm sure it is. Giving back, the whole thing. What is it? That you need to pay tithes, the paying of tithes. Do you know what I mean? 15% of what you make and give back to the church and the who has not. Or I'm sure that comes from there. But giving back. Can you live a life full of meaning without giving back? What do I need to give back? What do I need to give back? Giving back. If it's in you to be charitable, cool. But do I feel that's a trait that's in everyone, or that you need to force yourself to have? No. I feel like checklists like this are fucking stupid. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going through it. Well, I'm going through it anyway, but I feel that they're stupid. Because you feel like, okay, in order to live a life of meaning, this is what I got to make sure that I deal with. And some people just hold on to these type of things. But giving back, No. I feel it needs to come from the heart. If you want to be charitable, it needs to come from the heart naturally. No one could tell you or force you to give back whatever giving back looks like. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe charity needs to be a talk, because that's real interesting. You do what you need to do. No, sorry. Do it naturally flows out of you. If you see someone and they need your assistance, or you have something that you're not using anymore, and it could be of service to someone else, and it's just taking up space in your house, like majority of the stuff that we buy anyway, then pass it on. You know what I mean? If you have it in you you see someone going through something, and you have it in you to help them out, to make their time easier, without you getting in the state and bringing more stress onto yourself, then do so. But no, you don't need to give back in order to have a life full of meaning. Finding a passion. I'm here with this one. I'm here with this one. You shouldn't have to find a passion. You should already know what your passion is. You should already know what you're passionate about. You shouldn't have to find one. You know what I mean? But just in case you are that disconnected from yourself, then maybe that will apply to you. But do you really need to get that disconnected with yourself that you have to actually find what your passion is? It's almost like knowing your name. You don't have to think about what your name is. No, you know what your name is. I guess I feel like people should be that way with their passions as well. You should already know off rip what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that you like to do, or where you like to be, that makes you feel a certain way. It just brings this electricity out of you. It just lights you up, like what you're doing. You don't even need to get paid to do it, and you would just still do it for free, just lovingly, right? You should already know that. What makes your spirit smile? And if you've been that disconnected from yourself that you don't know what your passions are, then yeah, go ahead and revisit all those things that you like to do. You could start with that first and see if you still like to do them, or you still feel a certain way. You know what I mean? Or anything that just piques your interest. These are some things that I go through in the psilocybin sessions. Me and Emily go through, actually. We lead people back to their true self. Get them reevaluating self and giving you a compass back towards your passions and interest, and delving into that. But yeah, passion is definitely it. For 7, living in the moment. Living in the moment. All right. So, a life full of meaning has to involve me living in the moment. I don't think so. That doesn't mean that I'm against living in the moment, though. I definitely feel that we should be living in the moment, but You don't need to live in the moment to live a life full of meaning. But my preference, if I had to choose between the two, living in the moment and not, then I guess I'll prefer to live in the moment. Yeah. Because we could get just trapped and caught up in what? In our own stuff, right? In the life that we live, in our past and previous selves. We could get caught living or continuing to be the person that we're not meant to be, the person that someone else wanted us to be, the person that we were groomed to be by school, parents, the church, our partners, So living in the moment, that's a current check-in. It's a current check-in. Living in the moment is being present. And the gift is me presently knowing who I am. And that's a check-in. If I don't check in with myself, I can carry on a program that no longer fits me, a program that is outdated, a program that was for my former self, a version of myself that I was 2-3 years ago, This could happen if I'm not living in the moment. I'm definitely aware of who I am currently. And I make adjustments. A lot of times people don't adjust. They don't make the adjustments for who they are becoming. They are becoming someone else, they are transforming, but their environment, their circle is still reflective of the person that they were. And then now they're battling in between who they were and who they are becoming. Their partner is not understanding the changes and shifts that you're going through because you all don't talk. Y'all don't communicate. So they think that you're the same person that they met 10, 15, 20 years ago because you've just got on with it. You never really had a heart-to-heart with them. You just do the safe things that you all connect with, but as far as like really delving in and having that heart-to-heart, you haven't. Yeah, I know that too well. So as I change, as I grow, so do my surroundings, or I adjust. You know what I mean? When I'm talking about my social media, information I put out, whatever the case, I don't allow people anymore to keep me being a slave to who I was. I repeat that. I don't allow myself anymore, or I don't allow people anymore to keep me being a slave to who I was. You have no idea who I was, but, you have a certain feel. But I know who I currently am. But everybody wants you to be someone. Everybody wants you to be a particular version. They want you to be a particular version for them, right? Oh, no, keep doing this because you're great at this, and I love when you do this. And no, that's what you're supposed to be doing. And you're so great at this. And hey, you know what? Yeah, this is you. That's your passion. Well, why aren't you doing this anyway? Fuck off, yo. Yeah. No. I'm for this. And number 8, loving others. Loving others. Loving others. So what about loving others? still on. Somewhere down here. Loving others. I hope the mic quality has been good. I just realized it's under my shirt. Well, so be it. So, living a life full of meaning, you have to be loving others. No. I don't know. It's strange to me that they'll put loving others and nowhere on the list, talks about loving yourself. I would put that before anything else. Because in me loving myself, it becomes easy for me to love others. I learned how to love others through loving myself. That's for me. Maybe that could be a flip on that. It could be, if you have a different approach in that, cool. But I could see it on the flip side, but not for me. I need to love myself first and foremost, and I need to go through that, and that's something to unpack and very interesting within itself. But you know what? Yeah, me, I would prefer if it was talking about loving self instead of loving others. But I know there's things to learn there as well. Maybe you loving someone else, that person is going to show you how to love yourself. Yeah, it's very possible. But I know it all too well that people put everyone else first, before themselves. I've seen that so many times, especially for mothers, you know what I mean? Especially the single mothers. They put everything before themselves. And it's almost like they can't even see themselves because they have so much other things going on. And there's so much other responsibilities that you continuously push yourself to the back, till you're so far back you didn't even remember that you existed, even though you're here. So I guess this countdown started with our choices, the choices that we make for ourselves, and trying to keep up the norms, right, of society. You're a representation in society. And then we float on to what does living a life full of meaning look like? According to this thing that I just came across, and I just found that interesting, to unpack that. But yeah, if I had to make my own list right now, aside from those 8, I probably wouldn't put none of those things. Living a life full of meaning, is being happy and having the freedom to to explore unapologetically whatever it is that piques your interest.